Okay, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period from today, February 13th, until Wednesday, February 19th. And I'm meteorologist Jimmy Danko, and let's get started. So first, looking at the upcoming weather pattern for Central North Carolina, we have a band of rain that's been moving through our area this morning, and that is currently exiting our coastal plain, and that will continue to push east through this afternoon with no additional rain expected as a cold front comes through and brings in much cooler and drier air into our area from tonight through tomorrow. So after highs today, a little above normal, generally in the 50s and 60s, lows tonight will drop down into the mid 20s to around 30, and then highs tomorrow will only be in the mid 40s to lower 50s. Then we have the next low pressure system, which begins to approach from the west on Saturday. So we'll have clouds increasing on Friday night, and temperatures starting to rise, and light precipitation starting to approach from the west late Friday night and early Saturday morning. Can't rule out a brief period of light freezing rain near the Virginia border, mainly on early Saturday morning. Any ice accumulations, if any, look to be very light. And then we quickly warm up above freezing everywhere later Saturday morning and into the afternoon with just rain expected. It'll probably be pretty light and patchy, and that will continue into Saturday night. And then we have a better chance of some heavier rain on Sunday morning and afternoon, and can't rule out probably it looks more showery in nature and maybe a few thunderstorms as a cold front moves through. And then behind that front, we'll have cooler and drier air across our area again for early next week. And then the next system approaches sometime Wednesday or Thursday with some additional precipitation, and can't rule out some frozen precipitation with that. Best chance right now, it looks like, would be across our northern counties with that. But it's still a week out, so still a lot of uncertainty, low confidence, so stay tuned for future updates with that. As far as accumulated rainfall forecast for the next 5 days, so again, today, the rain is exiting to our east, and then dry behind that through the rest of the day and into tomorrow. Saturday, rainfall amounts look pretty light, generally on the order of about a quarter to half inch or so, highest across the north. And then Sunday, with that heavier band of showers that moves through, looks like maybe more around a half to 3/4 of an inch for some areas, drying out on Monday. So 5-day totals look to be on the order of 3/4 of an inch to an inch. So with this rain that we've had, we have a couple of river forecast points that are either currently in minor flood or forecast to get into minor flood today. The Haw River near Bynum is currently in minor flood stage, and probably near crest right now, and it will begin to slowly fall later today and drop below minor flood stage tonight. The other point is the Rocky River near Norwood, which is rising quickly, currently in action stage, and it is forecast with the latest update from the River Forecast Center to get just above minor flood stage early this afternoon and then quickly drop back below flood stage later this afternoon and evening. Looking at severe storm potential for the next week. You can pretty much disregard this general thunder risk across our south. That was for earlier this morning. We're not expecting any additional storm chances for the rest of the day. We're very stable out there now. Tomorrow, there's no chance of any precipitation. And then Saturday, it looks very stable for much of the day. The Storm Prediction Center does have us in a risk for general thunder. I think this is probably more for Saturday night as a warm front moves through our area, and we briefly get in some maybe some marginal instability for Saturday night into Sunday. So some thunder will be possible during that period, and a strong storm isn't out of the question with that. We are not currently outlooked for any severe storms at this time, but it wouldn't surprise me if we do eventually get something, at least a general thunder risk during that period. The main limiting factor looks to be the instability, but it can't be totally ruled out, so stay tuned for that. As far as the excessive rainfall outlook, doesn't really look like any concerns with that other than the river forecast points I previously mentioned that are in minor flood stage, but no flash flooding is expected for today or tomorrow. As we get into Saturday night, late Saturday night, this heavier band of showers that looks to move through our area begins to approach our far northwest. And so I think that's why the Weather Prediction Center has just our far northwest Piedmont in a marginal risk for excessive rain. And that threat continues into the day on Sunday as that band moves across our area. It doesn't look like a big deal. They have areas out across the Tennessee Valley and Appalachian Mountains and higher risks for excessive rain, but they're expecting much heavier rainfall totals over that way. We're not expecting totals that heavy here, and the band looks to be moving through pretty quickly. So overall, looks like a marginal threat at best, but with all the rain that we have been seeing, it can't be totally ruled out. So stay tuned for that as well. The drought update is out as of this morning, and this is for the period ending on Tuesday morning. So this is not taking into account the rain that we just had over the last couple of days, but as of Tuesday, not really much changed from the previous week. The main change is that this D2 or severe drought, some of it has been removed from the coastal plain, but we are still, all of central North Carolina is in a D1 or moderate drought. Again, with the rain that we have already seen and what we are expecting this weekend, those drought conditions are likely to diminish further. So that is some good news at least. Looking at the 6 to 10 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, you can see that there's a likely chance, 70 to 80%, for below normal temperatures in central North Carolina during the 6 to 10 day period. So this is from February 18th to the 22nd. So basically next Tuesday through the weekend. And there's also an above normal chance for precipitation, slightly above normal, 33 to 50% chance of above normal precipitation. So definitely a period to watch out for maybe some frozen precipitation if it can get cold enough, especially across the north. And just for reference, average high temperatures that time of year are in the mid to upper 50s. So it really takes some significantly below normal temperatures to get frozen precipitation across our area. So just to summarize, After this band of rain finishes clearing out our coastal plain, we'll just have cool and dry weather from the rest of today into tomorrow. And then the next low pressure system will bring mainly just some patchy light rain beginning early Saturday morning and lasting into Saturday night. And then we start to get a period of heavier showers and possibly some thunderstorms in the morning and afternoon on Sunday as a cold front moves through. And then drying out behind that and much cooler again from Sunday night into Tuesday. Could have some lows dropping into the 20s and highs in the 40s during that period. And then the next system approaches from the west sometime Wednesday or Thursday. Temperatures are going to be on a roller coaster ride during this period. After slightly above normal today, then below normal tomorrow, and then a sharp gradient across our area on Saturday, with highs maybe only in the 40s across our northwestern counties and upper 60s in our far southeastern counties. And then well above normal everywhere on Sunday ahead of that cold front, with highs in the 60s and maybe even near 70, then dropping back below normal from Monday through Wednesday with highs only in the 40s. The main hazards and impacts, if any, through the next week is again that brief period of light freezing rain possible early Saturday morning, mainly near the Virginia border, and then maybe some frozen precipitation next Wednesday or Thursday. The best chance looks to be across the north, but there's still a lot of uncertainty with that, so stay tuned. All right, that finishes up the weekly briefing. Thanks for listening.